is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. अविचार कृतो बंधः विचारेण निवर्तते. Misunderstanding can be corrected by right understanding. This is the rule. Now, what is the misunderstanding? Misunderstanding is, I am body, I am sense organs, I am mind, and I am intellect. This is our understanding, but in fact, is it understanding or misunderstanding? We consider ourselves to be logically perfect, scientific minded. Now, what is the logic that can prove that this body I am? What is the logic that because of the body I am, or the body is because of me? See? Because in our dream and deep sleep experiences, we are not identified with the body, yet we continue to exist. So our existence is independent of body. See, friends. But if there is a complete disidentification with the body, can the body survive? See? And if it survives as what? So when there is a complete disidentification from the body doesn't die. So body survives. See how beautiful it is. Think properly. So neither I am because of the body, nor the body is because of me. See? So, when this identification happens, then the samsara begins. It is something like, only in the bulb there is no light. Only in electricity there is no light. Bulb can exist without electricity. Electricity is independent of the bulb. So there is no problem in the body. There is no problem in Paramatma. Where is the problem? So when electricity expresses through the bulb as light, then only everything is seen. In the same manner, when pure conscious existence, differently called as Brahman in Vedanta, Paramatma in Yoga, and Bhagavan in devotion, same reality. This reality, when it is expressing through an instrument called body, and if life is manifested in that body, then the samsara begins. When electricity flows through the bulb, light is manifested, then everything is seen. See? So what is to be done? So we have to understand that the light in the bulb comes under n number of conditions. Now, is that light also real? See? When the bulb becomes fused, where the light goes? Does it go from one bulb to another bulb? स्वामी जी ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए क्या बनाऊं आपके लिए? Come down to the same routine. Think how simple it is. When you just start thinking, then this comes into our understanding. So, what is the reality? Reality is Rupadi manyataha pindaha tatho natma ghatadivat. Like the body is with a particular shape, etc. But the Paramatma, the divinity, is without shape. See? And what happens? Whenever we are identified with the body, the mind takes a particular shape. And thereafter, all the thinking is with reference to that body. Then the samsara begins. So, what is the conclusion? Body identification is not the problem. Problem is, when we take body identification as real, and thereafter we start thinking in relation to the body, then the problems begin. So what is to be done? Karnataka. When we are identified with the body, then being human beings, we have to lead a dignified life of a cultured person, unlike the animals. And therefore, our Dharma Shastra tells that Karamanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Whatever you are obliged to lead your life in a dignified manner, so whatever role you are playing, play that role perfectly well. But at the same time, remember, Karnataka, after the role is over, don't carry the burden of the role whole life. See friends, this is exactly what samsara is. Like when a child is born, it's not only child is born, along with the child so many are born. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, outlaw, so many are born. And the child grows, but the mother, father, they never grow. And they are so much identified with their child because they are identified with their body. Now they take their identification with the body as real, therefore every relations and possession also real. And then without this or that I cannot survive. But when we survive, even in the absence of our body identification, as in deep sleep, so we have to be someone other than the body. See? Now, let us analyze further our experiences. When we are in snoring deep sleep, that time, we are inside the body or outside the body? No. When inside outside is invalid, what is the result? Result is there is no sense of limited being. Second, there is no sense of otherness. These two things are the reasons how the desires are born. Like a child is born out of a husband and a wife, in the same manner, desires are the product of a sense of incompleteness and sense of otherness. I don't have a car. I wish I had a good car. The car is available. See? So I will go and buy it. So what is the problem? Problem is we take inside outside as real. Now think, is this real? I am not telling you from this book, but I am telling you from what I have been working on. Space is outside, space is inside. Is it that the outer space is holy and inner space is unholy? Is it that the space in the temple is holy and the space in the toilet is unholy? Space supports but doesn't get influenced. Think, my friends. So, inside the house and outside the house, when this we take as real, samsara begins. But if we understand, either space inside the house or the house is inside the space, and if we look at the same phenomena from the standpoint of the space, then what will happen? Whether we add more houses or remove few houses, does it make any difference to the total space? Is it not our experience? Can the colors and form exist without the vision? If there is no vision, colors and forms have no existence for us. Now, if we add more number of things in front of our eyes, is it a burden to the eyes? If we remove all of them, is it a loss? So, in fact, nothing has happened, nothing is happening. So what will be the spiritual practice? Start playing, don't become serious. Start playing. If I am not body, which I have mistaken, only by practice again and again, so we now try the other way. Just play, not seriously. Don't do all the seriousness. I am not a mechanical job. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not. No. Start playing. What it is like being other than the body. Play. See? Other than the body means what? What is body? Body has got a shape. Okay. Other than the body means I don't have any shape or form. This experience of ours during waking to play being formless and remaining in the deep sleep without identification with the body is exactly the same. You are not thinking. You have transcended the thoughts. But you continue to be. Then again, or else we'll go to sleep. Then again, is there anything in this universe which is formless, shapeless? Yes, there is. Space. Space has no shape, no form. Wonderful. So what must be the experience of the space? Space supports everything, rejects nothing, doesn't get influenced by anything. So what will be the spiritual practice? देखो सुनो, hear and see. मत बोलो, don't react. Because what is the world? World is name and form. See? Then we go further. From the space's point of view, how do we explain this phenomena inside the house, outside the house? And from the house's point of view, how do we explain the phenomena inside the house and outside the house? So two standpoints. When we are obsessed with the house, then inside, outside is valid. But when we look at the same phenomena from space's point of view, then inside, outside is not valid. Then what is valid? Only inside. There is no outside. See friends, samsara disappears. This is what he said. Rupadiman yataha pindaha tato natma ghatadivat. Like the body is with the shape and the form, similarly, the self, the reality, is not with the shape and the form. And for this we told you one technique. In a dark room, when you sit down, absolute darkness, open your eyes. Seeing is happening because there is nothing to see. A seer is not born. So seeing without a seer is Paramatma. Hearing without a hearer is Paramatma. Experience without the birth of an experiencer is Paramatma. Rupadiman yatha pindaha tato natma ghatadivat vyedadi mahan bhuta vikaratvat chakumbhavat. See? So all the five elements, they have one common denominator. Anything you take in this world, sentient or inert, moving or stable, changing or not changing, anything you take, everything is recognized only as is, existence, Sat. So the table is solid, water is liquid, electricity is energy, pain is, animal is, to an extent, absence is. This ultimate substratum supporting the presence and absence is beyond presence and absence. Is it not? If we do not have the experience of our absence, is it necessary to tell that I am present? No need. Then who we are? We are beyond presence and absence. This eternal presence is our essential nature. See? Therefore, friends, spiritual life, according to our Vedanta Shastra, is okay in its own place, but not tabla peti, dan, dharma, meditation, doing shirshasana, going for a walk. It's all okay, nothing wrong. But this has nothing to do with spiritual life. Spiritual life, yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihira. 24/7 you are living that experience. Like the space is a space 24/7. Whether a temple is constructed, there is no holiness. The toilet is constructed, there is no ugliness. This is what is our essential nature. We have to work on this. Nobody can do it for us. Now, the 14th verse. Anatma yadi pindoyam ukta hetu balan mataha करामलकवत् साक्षात् आत्मानं प्रतिपादय अनात्मा यदि पिंडः अयम्, if the anatma, that which is not the self, like the body, etc. See, hetu balan mataha, because we have logically come to a conclusion that the body or the sense organs, mind, I cannot be. It cannot be the reality. See? Then, kara malava sakshat atmanam pratipadaya. Sir, now this student is asking, you told logically perfect that a body, etc. cannot be me. I agreed logically. But give me the direct experience. Kara amalakavat. Like you have got, let us say, a fruit, apple in your hand. You have no doubt about it. So give me a doubtless experience. It is here the students go wrong. Experience cannot be given. See? You have to have the experience of your own. It's okay.
Yeah.
So, experience cannot be given. I am eating something and I say, hey, it's so lovely. You eat it. Hey, I don't like it. Experience cannot be transferred. You have to have your own. But initially the students want, tell me directly. Now to get out of this wrong notion, we have to ourselves recognize this thing. Whether my stomach is full or not, do I have to ask somebody else? Hey, I am taking food, can you tell me my stomach is full or not? Why stomach? You are also full. See? Kids we tell, isn't it? Now don't eat. Okay, your stomach is full. No, mommy, I want. No, your stomach is full. Experience cannot be transferred. See? About this I will tell you one example. There was one great Mahatma who has influenced my life tremendously. When he was during his sadhana time, he went to a Mahatma and said, Sir, I am unable to chant the Lord's name. My mind runs here and there. I don't know what should I do. So the Mahatma said, sit down here. and chant after I chant. So the Mahatma chanted, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Say, so he said, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 2-3 times. Now keep on chanting. And then he went. And he was constantly chanting, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 1 day, 2nd day, 3rd day, 1 week, 2 weeks, non-stop chanting. And now I can chant perfectly well. And it stopped. Again he came back. Maharaj, for 2 weeks I could chant correctly. But now again it is not happening. So the Maharaj said, hey, Dambo, I was chanting through your mind. You are not chanting. You have to have your own. So what the Mahatma had done, he has given a possibility that you can. See? उधारी का धंधा कब तक चलेगा? You have to have your own. See? This is what happens, Many people, they want to go to the Mahatma and get blessing and all that, and they get some kind of kicks and they think that is all. No. It is a catch. This example I have given in some of my talks. 2 persons came to meet me. One was a regular student coming, and he came with his friend. After satsang, he said, Swamiji, he is my friend and he has some problem in his sadhana. So, he wants to ask you. You know what he is doing? He started pleading on account of the friend. I said, are you appointed by him as an advocate? No. Then, can he talk? He said, let him talk. Okay. And then he said, Swamiji, all my chakras are open. See? Kundalini is awakened. Now what next? So I said, ask your guru. That is the problem. What is the problem? My guru died. Now you tell me. So I told him, get out from here. You are a guru cow. You are a guru killer. You have killed one guru. I don't want to die. Go away. See, friends, I give you a simplest method. 0 effort. That about which you have no doubt and question is the reality. What is that? Our own being. Do we have a question? Excuse me, am I there? And not only, you are qualified also, fool. There is no doubt about our being. That is one of the reasons I don't entertain questions. Every question takes you away from yourself. Eyes can see everything else. They can't see themselves. You can have question about everything. You cannot have question about your being. Net result, Maunam Vyakya. In the eloquence of silence, the truth is revealed. You are seeing, you are hearing, you are awake, but you have not become a seer, a hearer, just an experience without an experiencer. So, Kara Malakavat Sakshat Atmanam Pratipadaya. Kindly give me that directly experience. So the teacher continues, Ghata drashta ghatat bhinnaha sarvatha na ghato yatha deha drashta tatha deho
दृष्टा तथा देहो
नाहमित्यवधारय.
नाहमित्यवधारय.
Yatha, just like Ghata drashta ghatat binnaha. The seer is different from the seen. Simple rule. Ghata is a pot. The seer of the pot is different from the pot. See? Otherwise, what will happen? Imagine. There are two types of knowledges. One knowledge which creates a triputi or the knower known knowledge division. The knowledge is divided into known and the knower. See, that knowledge is through the agency of mind. The second knowledge is that knowledge where the knower known division doesn't happen. For example, this is a glass. How this glass is known by us? This is a glass, step number 1. Glass itself doesn't know. Then a knower is required. This is a glass, then I know this is a glass. And how do I know? I am not the glass. Otherwise, what a fun it will be. This is a donkey. I know this is a donkey. And I am a donkey? No. So that knowledge where not I-ness is born is at the level of the mind. That knowledge where not I-ness is not born is the truth. See? Slowly and steadily this knowledge happens. Deha drashta tatha deha. So similarly, this body is also known by me. This is the body. I know this is the body. But what is the problem? I know this is the body and I am the body. In case of other things, I am not the donkey. But in case of the body, I am the body. Now what logic? In one case, you say the object that is known is not me. In other case, the object seen by you, it is me. If the object is me, if I am the body, then the second option should not come. What is the second option? Body is mine. Be attentive. With the worldly things, we are tied down with one rope of possessiveness. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. With the body, we are tied down by two ropes. Body is mine and I am the body. So if we want to cut something, we normally go for simple. So unless our too much involvement with the worldly possessions and relations is reduced, to that extent we can take the next step, that I cannot be the body. See? So, deha gata drashta gatat binna sarvata na gato yata deha drashta tato deha naham ityavadharaya. Now practice this. See? Therefore, experience without a experiencer. Meditation without a meditator. Don't do meditation. Then play meditation. Like we play with the children, or the children play among themselves. Home. So brother and sister, they become husband and wife, and they go on playing. And in their game, in their play, there is no script writer, there is no choreography, there is no stage, but they enjoy. So the brother becomes the husband and the sister becomes the wife. They are playing. So, should we start? Yes, we start. Then he comes. There is nothing there. Space only. In the space, he just knocks and makes the sound. Tack, 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 tack. And the sister who became the wife, she also opens the door which is not there. So, door opening without the door. And what is happening in their house, the same thing. Karararara. This is how their door opens in their house. Musical. And then he throws his shoes, just like that. No shoes in his foot. And put the things and asks, is there something to eat? I am hungry. Every day, dialogue. Then her dialogue. The moment you come at home, eat my hand. Then his dialogue. If I eat your head, I will go hungry. Why? It's empty. Now, has anything happened? But there is joy. Friends, when you understand the real meaning of life is a time pass, means you go beyond success and failure in your life. See? If there is a success, you are bound to fail. If you go beyond success and failure, you have transcended the relative world. It is for this purpose we insist, do not do meditation. Meditation is not a verb, it is a noun. Meditation is an experience. It's a noun. Like love can be used both ways, verb as well as a noun. A boy loves a girl. I love her. So, this word love is used as verb, is it not? I love her. And what is the net result? I have fallen in love. See? The mother also loves the children, but the mother has love for the child. And therefore, the mother doesn't fall in love. She rises in love. Same way, when we do meditation, when it is an action, any action will be limited by time. See? How long will you do meditation? Half an hour. Rest of the day, frustration. On the contrary, if we recognize the basic difference, meditation is a noun. Therefore, we have to remain in meditation 24/7. And what is 24/7 living in meditation? What for we do meditation? For suffering? No. What is the purpose? Purpose is we want to discover happiness. Nobody does anything to become miserable. So, living in meditation will be, you will be happy 24/7. And for that, Bhagavan Krishna gives the meditation, meaning of meditation. Tam vidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sannita. When the miseries come in your life, you refuse to be miserable. That is yoga. That is meditation. See? So, deha drashta tato deho nahamityavadharaya. Again and again, we have to insist that this body cannot be me. We have to work on it with all sincerity and with all efforts. 16th mantra. Evam indriya drugnaham indriyani tinishchino manobuddhistata prano naham ityavadharaya. So the first hurdle to know one's divine nature is get rid of the body. Yes, body should be healthy, body should be available, everything is right. But that is not all. See? Body is just an instrument, not the reality. To bring this to our cognition, our scriptures tell that the first and the most important spiritual practice is start playing with this, what it is like being other than body. Whether you are going to temple, whether you give in charity, whether you take a holy bath, is okay in its own place. Real spiritual practice starts here. Just play what it is like being other than the body. Your mind will dissolve. Because mind cannot think without reference to the body. Drop the body, for a time being, you are free. Exactly the same way, Indriya, Druk Naham Indriyani iti nishchinu. Therefore, I am also the knower of the sense organs. Therefore, I can't be the sense organs. Don't we see? There was a mother, maybe in her 40s or so, and one day she was reading. So she took the book in her hand and she was trying to read like this thing. So the kids started playing. Mom, you are becoming very stylish. What is this kind of seeing? No, darling, actually, I can't see properly. So for the children, the mother was reading the book. But for the mother, she was working on her vision, is it not? Now when the book is taken near or away and then she can read, what does it mean? She is only adjusting the focal length. See? That means the ability of the eyes to accommodate the perfect focal length has gone weak, and this is known by that lady. So she has to be someone other than that. See? The object cannot be the subject. The object cannot exist without the subject, but the subject can exist without the object. So, Indriya, similarly, Manobuddhi, same way about the mind. Mind is the seat of joy and sorrows. Whatever may be the joy or sorrows in our life, it will die after some time. See, like a child is struggling, working day and night, and he completes his schooling education, last examination. I wish I get the merit list and all that, and he gets a merit list. I'm so happy, sweet distribution. Now, over in a fraction of a second, now I have to apply for getting admission in the college. Again, excitement. First, happiness gone. Then again we start struggling and apply here, apply there, and you get I got. Then now I have to go to the hostel. There is no end to it. See, friends, when we thus recognize that anything which is experienced through the mind, be attentive, depends on the quality of the mind. If you are at peace, even the disturbances will not make any difference. If your mind is not at peace, even the peace will be more troublesome for us to be. See? There was a father real father, not the spiritual father. So he told his children, "Hey kids, today we'll be going for a movie, okay? When I come from my work, I promised you, but I could not do, but this time we'll go." So the children are excited. This time dad is taking us to the movie. Maybe they are like 8 years, 7 years, 10 years children. And they are ready in the evening. And whole day that man had a pathetic 100% failure day. Whatever he was doing, it was utter disaster. And with that frustration, he comes home. Children are excited. Dad has come. Now we'll go for a movie. Come on, Dad, get ready quickly. We'll go for a movie. And movie. Now the children are surprised. What happened? We have not done anything. Because his mind is completely destroyed. He cannot understand anything. Therefore, the quality of the mind goes on changing. Sometimes it is at peace, sometimes it is agitated. And we know that. So how can I be the mind? And therefore, controlling the mind is only this much. See? Whatever we have given importance to in this world, that becomes the cause of our miseries. Anything you give importance. Give importance to the punctuality, you will be the most miserable. Give importance to cleanliness, you will see only dirtiness everywhere. See, I tell you my experience, because constantly doing the editing of the books, when I take anything to read, I don't read. I do the proofreading. Wrong spelling. Because how you have trained yourself. I'm not reading that. So, manaha, the mind's condition, status decides. Similarly, buddhi, when we are fresh, we understand in one go. Sometimes you read the same thing 3-4 times, nothing goes in. Then what is to be done? Close it and go to sleep. And after you are awake, then the same thing read in one go you can understand. Therefore, the brightness and the dullness of all our faculties, sense organs, mind and intellect, is distinctly known by us. Therefore, we cannot be any one of them. See? So what we have achieved up to here, first of all, we have dropped the body identification, then the identification with the sense organs, mind and intellect. Does it mean we have to destroy that? Then control them. Controller is different than the controlled. The car we have to control, but if the car starts controlling us, accidents happen. When the worldly things start influencing us, a samsari is born. When sense organs make us a slave, then a frustrated person is born. When mind is overpowering us, we become emotional wrecks. When the intellect is becoming arrogant, such a person is unliked by anybody. Therefore, know for certain, these are just instruments through which someone is expressing. And that someone is independent of these conditionings. Then how to do that? Our Mahamantra, whenever, wherever, whatever you are, be 100%. So we all have to play different roles. All the sadhana is explained by one word in our scriptures. Either call it Rama Leela or call it Krishna Leela. Leela means everything appears happening, but nothing has ever happened. See? So why we go to see the Leela? Time pass. See? And when there is a time pass, there is nobody born. So, mano buddhi tata prana naham ityava dharaya. In this manner, again and again, we have to work on this. Nobody can help us in this. Now, 17th mantra. Sanghatopi tatha naham
Sanghatopi tathanam
iti drishya vilakshanam
iti drishya vilakshanam
drashtaram
drashtaramanamanena
nipunam sampradharaya.
nigunam sampradharaya.
Tatha, as we have seen, the body, sense organs, mind, intellect cannot be me. Then the totality together is also not possible that I am me. Nahamiti drishya vilakshanam, because I am unlike all that is an object of knowledge. See, this is one of the most important principle. The knower is different from the known. The knowers cannot be many, the knowns are many. See, I'll give different approach, very good approach. I have one car. Example, I got one car. So I have a car, I have 2 cars, 3 cars. I got a house, I got property, I got business, I got wife, children. So many things I have, but I am one. I am not many. Now be attentive. When I have got so many things, then I is fat. Then I start discarding one by one. When I is entertaining minimum not I, see, what will happen? This I will become thinner and thinner. And when this I entertains nothing, he has nothing to talk. See? Now if we recognize this, all of us talk as somebody. We talk as a husband, wife, brother, father, sister, brother, and Indian, non-Indian, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, rich, poor, healthy, unhealthy. All of us talk always as somebody. And how the somebody is born? Somebody is a mule carrying the burden of the not I. I have got this, I had done this thing, I was in. That is the reason we tell this simple technique. Do not talk about your past and do not ask anybody about their past. One mantra I had been giving many places. I give to you also if you want. It's very simple mantra. Put your hand on your heart and say after me. June 15th, 2025.
June 15, 2025.
June 15th, 2025.
June 15, 2025.
June 15, 2025.
June 15, 2025.
Now Diksha is over. Now learn. Do not talk anything which has happened before this date. Nothing to talk. Swamiji, last time you came, chup. See, this I that we talk about, this I is a mule carrying the burden of the past memories. And that is a burden on us. We get tired of that burden. So like this ammas, they call it as a purse, but it's a hold on. It contains the whole universe. So wherever they go, the first thing they unload, they make the prana pratishtha of that purse. And then they will sit down. It is a burden. Are we not doing the same thing? When we go to sleep, what exactly happens? We unburden. And therefore, in deep sleep, we are nobody. Because we are nobody, we are happy. Because we are happy, we snore. Happiness cannot be silent. Condolence can be silenced. See, friends, therefore, this I that we talk about is nothing but the mule carrying the burden of the past. This we have to consciously work upon. Then you don't have to struggle. Control the mind, control the mind. See? If you are sitting for your prayers, few psychological adjustments we suggest. Try. First, you are cheerful and happy. Oh God, again I have to sit for meditation. How long we have to sit for meditation? Better don't do that. Anything you have to do in life, you must start with a happy note. फिर सत्संग है स्वामी जी कितने बजे तक? Give one. See? So, if you are going to sit somewhere, sit, but you are cheerful and happy. Second thing, an element of fear creeps in the mind of many seekers. I know because they ask me, otherwise I don't know. One person asked Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, I have got this doubt, every time the same doubt comes. That if I start levitating, because they have seen on the TV, if I start levitating, what will happen? So then I had to ask, that depends on where do you sit. Suppose you are sitting below a fan, then you'll go chopped off. Suppose you are sitting below a tree, you'll go and hang to the tree. See, friends, fear. Many of them have this thing. I am always afraid, fear, suppose something happens. And second thing, what next? So when you are all alone, there is nobody with you. Therefore fear, and you can't make any inquiry. To remove these two aspects, you have to do this bhavana in your mind, that in my heart, my Guru Maharaj and my Bhagavan are seated. God protects me from within. I am safe. And the Guru Maharaj guides me from within. There is nothing to be afraid of. See? This is called Shraddha. This is called as faith. Because in the field of ignorance, Shraddha is the inner strength. It is not a weakness. So, first we are cheerful, happy. Now install your God and Guru in your heart. And then the third step. We have to take a position of Mr. Somebody or Mr. Nobody. If you take a position of Mr. Somebody, you cannot stop thinking. You sit for meditation as husband. What will be the meditation? Who will be your Anishta Devata? The Belan Devi. With the belan in the hand and the wife is standing. Meditation. Khatam to karo, phir batati hu. Because who is doing meditation? Husband is doing. Therefore, we have to say to ourselves, at this moment, I am nobody. Nobody is the meaning of nobody. Nobody is the one who doesn't have the past. Next, after meditation, what will I do? Do not make any sankalpa. Do not make any commitment. After meditation, I will go and do this thing. See? Like suppose we were sitting here for meditation and these ammas, their attention will be, should I cut the onion or should I do these things? Here meditation is going on and they are cutting onion. See? So, don't make any sankalpa. What will you do after your prayers or meditation? So, how many factors? You are cheerful and happy. Your Guru and God is in your heart, nothing to fear. You are nobody, total past tense dropped. You are not planning anything what you will do after future. You have dropped the future tense. Net result, you are in the present. Friends, present tense, if it is without a reference to the past tense and future tense, present is also not a tense. It is presence. There is no need. Chittavritti nirodha. No. Relax. If this is a recognized practice in letter and spirit, you know what will happen? You will never like or want to repeat your meditation. Many students have got this funny notion that that I did meditation with my Guru Maharaj, and as he told, I could see the bright light, nice light. But after that the light is not coming, Swamiji, what should I do? Change the bulb, it has become fuse. Any experience which begins and ends is samsara. That experience which neither begins nor ends is the truth. See? So, sangatopi tathanaham drishya vilakshanam drashtaram anumanena nipunam sampradaraya. So, my dear student, recognize this. Work on this. And it cannot be part-time profession. Spiritual life is a full-time preoccupation. Otherwise, there is one statement in Tarka Shastra. Devadatta divana bhukte api pivaraha. Devadatta, he never eats anything during the day. For so many days he has not eaten anything. And yet he is fat. What is the reason? Because he eats at night. Exactly the same way. Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. If you are walking spiritual path, we will never become miserable. And second important thing, nothing is repeated in life. Everything is unique. But when we want to repeat something, then we are lost in the past. So, sangha topi tathanam iti drishya vilakshanam drashtaram anumanena nipunam sampradaraya. So now start recognizing what it is like being other than the body, being other than the sense organs, mind and intellect. Means what will happen? Thoughts related to body will drop. Thoughts related to sense organs, mind and intellect will drop. And we will transcend the thoughts. We will not control the thoughts. This is the meaning Patanjali tells. Unfortunately, they understand wrong way. Patanjali says, Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. There are three thoughts. Waker, now we are, dreamer, and the deep sleeper. See? So when Patanjali says, Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha means what? You transcend beyond the waker, dreamer and the deep sleeper. Bhagavan Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha. I alone support the waking without becoming a waker. I alone support the dream of the dreamer without becoming a dreamer. I alone support the deep sleep of the deep sleeper without going to sleep. This I is worthy of knowing. So the student has asked, tell me so distinctly as if somebody has kept an apple on my hand. This is that. If we get something from somebody, it will be lost. We have to discover. And what is discovered is never lost. Because it is not through the memory, it is through the experience. It is not difficult at all. It's simple. Drashtaram anumanena nipunam sampradaraya. Therefore, just wherever you are sitting, try for 1 or 2 minutes, do not talk to yourself. You are seeing, hearing everything. Nobody will know even. But what is going on in you, you are not talking to yourself. Do you know what happens? When you don't talk to yourself, mind is ready to get dissolved in consciousness. Consciousness expresses as mind, mind expresses as the words. When we stop talking to ourselves, the mind is as mind. It has not fallen to the next step of fall. So this mind, when it is maintained at mind for a longer period of time, the mind merges back to consciousness. Like the ice cube, when it is put in the water, in due time it goes back to the waters. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.